Keir Starmer's leadership is facing its most delicate moment since taking office, just 1 year into his premiership. Mounting internal tensions threaten to destabilise the Labour Party, as several of its MPs are openly organising in opposition to controversial cuts to the UK's welfare system. An increasing number of MPs, including some holding positions in government, are voicing their discontent. Resignations are piling up, public support is beginning to erode, and the party's cohesion is showing clear signs of fracture. With a crucial vote scheduled for the 1st of July, the pressure on Starmer is intensifying. He now faces a stark choice: give in to internal demands or brace for an open rebellion from within his own ranks. A warning from a former Labour MP has highlighted that Starmer's authority is beginning to crack. At the heart of the dispute is a plan to cut £5 billion from the welfare budget, a proposal that has triggered strong backlash, particularly due to its adverse effects on disabled people. It's estimated that up to 170 Labour MPs could defy the party line in the upcoming vote, with at least 42 having already publicly declared their intention to break ranks. And this revolt is not limited to backbenchers. Last night, Vicky Foxcroft, Labour's chief whip and Treasury Commissioner, resigned from the shadow cabinet in protest against the proposed cuts. Her departure has sent shockwaves through the party and could mark the beginning of a wider exodus. In her resignation letter, Foxcroft made it clear that while she supports efforts to reduce welfare spending, she cannot endorse cuts to personal independence payments, PIP, or the health component of universal credit. She stressed her belief that it is both possible and necessary to support more disabled people into employment, but not at the expense of their financial stability. She added that under the current proposals, she could no longer fulfill her role or support reforms she views as fundamentally harmful. Foxcroft also admitted to having considered staying on to fight from within, but concluded that this was unviable given the direction the government had taken. Her resignation marks the fifth shadow cabinet departure since Labour's general election victory in 2024. In January, Tulip Siddiq, then City's minister, stepped down following controversy linked to her aunt's political involvement in Bangladesh. Shortly after, Andrew Gwynn was removed from the Department of Health after making inappropriate comments in an internal chat. Annalise Dodds, once a close ally of Starmer and former Shadow Chancellor, also resigned as Minister for International Development in protest over cuts to the foreign aid budget. Each of these episodes has chipped away at the narrative of unity and stability that Starmer championed upon entering Downing Street. This would not be the first time Labour MPs have defied Starmer's leadership and faced consequences. Just weeks after the 2024 general election, 7 MPs were stripped of the party whip for supporting an SNP amendment to abolish the 2-child limit on child benefits. Some, including Richard Bergen, Rebecca Long-Bailey, Ian Byrne and Imran Hussain, were later reinstated. However, others, such as John McDonnell, Afsana Begum and Sara Sultana, remain as independent MPs. With a new rebellion now brewing, questions are emerging over whether Starmer will impose similar sanctions and whether the Labour Party can withstand yet another wave of internal divisions. Deputy Prime Minister Angela Rayner has avoided commenting on whether rebel MPs will face disciplinary action. When pressed by SNP MP Pete Wishart, she reiterated the government's commitment to ending child poverty, citing the introduction of free school meals and an increase in the living wage. Yet critics argue that these measures do not address the core issue, a massive welfare cut that many within the party view as ethically indefensible. To make matters worse for Starmer, a recent Find Out Now poll places Reform UK 8 points ahead of Labour, a dramatic shift this early in the parliamentary term, and a clear warning that internal disputes are beginning to erode public support. Starmer came into office promising stability, unity, and a new vision for Labour. But in just 12 months, his front bench has seen 5 key resignations, his popularity has taken a sharp downturn, and nearly half of his MPs may now be prepared to vote against him. The controversy over welfare cuts has evolved beyond a matter of economic policy. It has become a litmus test of principle, loyalty, and leadership. With the 1st of July vote fast approaching, the Prime Minister faces a defining moment. And now, the real question isn't just whether he will win the vote, but whether he can hold his party together. In other news, the Doge Efficiency Unit, spearheaded by Nigel Farage, has raised concerns over a potential £100 million waste at Kent County Council, where staff are reportedly working from home under questionable conditions. Zia Youssef, current head of Doge, revealed that his team investigated the council's offices and found them virtually empty, while the local authority refused to allow an audit of its financial data. The council's chief executive admitted that staff laptops are equipped with monitoring software, but acknowledged that its use is not actively reviewed. Reform UK has accused the council of withholding information and mismanaging public funds with little to no oversight. William Yarwood, spokesperson for the Taxpayers Alliance, criticized the spending on absentee workers and demanded either greater transparency or the removal of unsupervised remote working schemes. Meanwhile, the trade union Unison has reported a 200% surge in membership across areas where Reform UK secured victories in the recent local elections. Its General Secretary urged council employees under Reform control to join the union to ensure their rights are protected. In addition, Durham County Council plans to scrap mandatory training modules on diversity, inclusion, and climate change for its councillors, arguing that such programs do not align with its priorities. The council stated that training would be adapted to meet only the minimum legal requirements. What are your thoughts on these revelations and decisions? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel to stay informed on British current affairs. See you in the next video.